Hello students, today we are going to learn about gyroscopic couple and precision. Okay, so before proceeding with the lecture, I will like to show you my slides so that you will judge that you will able to learn or not. Okay, coming back, gyroscopic couple is a very interesting phenomenon of physics, and we will easily learn it by help of this easy video as well as I will teach you by the help of an experiment also. Okay. Suppose that this is a particle you can see and it is moving in x direction with velocity vx. So this is the velocity vector vx. Okay. Now suppose that a hit is given to this particle so that it will move in direction y also. Means it was moving in the direction of x with velocity vx. Now a hit is given, it is also moving with velocity vy in y direction also. Now the what is the resultant velocity? We know this thing by parallelogram law of addition of vector. This will be the resultant vector. That we know this is vx vector vx plus vy. Like this is the resultant velocity of the particle. Like same, suppose that there is a wheel spinning. In case I am viewing it from right hand side, suppose it is spinning in anti-clockwise direction. You can see. So what is the direction of angular velocity? Because thing right hand thumb rule is applied in this case. The curl of the finger determines the direction of rotation and the thumb determines the direction of angular velocity. So according to that rule, the angular velocity will be like this toward the right hand side. Okay, from the center. Okay. Now in case the wheel spins in this plane, in that case also, just for making you understand, in that case also, the direction of curl of fingers will tell the direction of rotation of the wheel, and to the perpendicular of the wheel, this is the direction of angular velocity. Like same, this also. Okay, means in this case, the wheel is spinning like this. So curl of fingers, you can see matching, and this is the direction of this omega. Okay. Now imagine that this wheel is spinning. Okay, and this is the direction of rotation as the thumb is indicating by right hand thumb rule. This is omega x. Now suppose that I start spinning this wheel about its diametrical axis also. Means about this axis. It is spinning like this as well as I start spinning like this also from the top. So omega y will be this because from the top I am spinning it in anti-clockwise direction about diametrical axis. Okay, so this will be the omega y. So what will be the resultant velocity in this case? As like same that of the linear velocity, in this case, automatically the wheel will align itself, follow the rule of vectors addition. Means one vector is omega x along x direction, one vector is omega y. So resultant will be something in between by parallelogram law of addition of vectors. So automatically the wheel will align itself like this to follow the rule of vector addition. So this we will confirm by the help of an experiment. Let's go with that. Okay, you can see that this wheel is spinning in anti-clockwise direction. Then this is the direction of omega x, and this is the top view. Okay, so in case from the top, if I spin it in anti-clockwise direction, then this will be omega y, and both the vectors in that case will align like this. Follow the rule of vector addition. So I am giving that spin from the top, omega y. So you can see like this. Now coming to the mathematical expression associated with it. Suppose that this is the wheel which is spinning about x-axis. You can see this is the center. This is the disk which is spinning about x-axis. And about that, the angular velocity is omega x. Suppose it is named as omega. And about x-axis itself, the moment of inertia is say I. I is the moment of inertia of this wheel. Now it is made to spin about y-axis also. Y-axis perpendicular to the x-axis. So that is omega y. About diametric axis, it is made to spin also. I already talked about in my previous slides. Okay. So this axis is called as axis of precision. This is called axis of spin, omega x, about which this wheel is spinning. Now this is made to spin about diametrical axis also. That is called as axis of precision. Okay. So named as omega p. Now what will happen? To follow the rule of vector algebra, it will align itself by a parallelogram law of addition of like this. Now for doing that, some torque has to be applied about z axis because it has to be turned about z axis to orient it something in between omega y and omega x, like this something in between it has to orient. So it means what? Some torque has to be applied to orient it with correct axis, which is resultant of these two vectors. Okay, so that torque is called as gyroscopic couple, and that torque is automatically developed, okay, by this axis of spin and application of this omega y angular velocity of precision. Automatically that torque will be developed to orient it in correct direction, and it is given by the product of the moment of inertia of the wheel about this x-axis into omega x. So in place of omega x, it is written omega, and omega p. Omega p is actually omega y, that is angular velocity about the axis of precision. So I omega omega p is the gyroscopic couple. This is what the definition of gyroscopic couple over here. This torque. Okay. Now conclusion is that gyroscopic couple is given by tau equals to I omega omega p. Okay. And how gyroscopic couple is developed? You know this thing that in case the wheel is spinning about x-axis and about diametrical axis also, if it is made to spin, then the torque is developed. In case omega p is 0, there is no gyroscopic couple, because in the formula, if omega p is 0, no gyroscopic couple. So what will happen? That to develop that torque, that gyroscopic couple, we have to apply effort omega p. Okay, so greater this gyroscopic couple will be, greater this magnitude I omega omega p will be, greater the gyroscopic couple will be, greater the effort to be applied to develop that much gyroscopic couple. It is same as analogous to this is Newton's third law of motion, that every action has equal and opposite action. That greater the mass of body is, greater the amount of force to be applied to make it move. Like same, when we are developing the gyroscopic couple, and the expression is this, greater the gyroscopic couple will be by application of this omega p. We are developing this, greater the amount of effort to be applied to develop that much amount of gyroscopic couple. So what is the conclusion? A spinning body offers a resistance which opposes the change of axis of rotation. And this is due to gyroscopic couple. It means what? That it is spinning about this axis. Okay, so in case we want to turn the axis, we want to change the axis of rotation, we have to apply the effort along this direction, along y direction. So the spinning body doesn't want to change that axis of rotation. So it needs some amount of effort so that we can change the axis of rotation, and that is due to this gyroscopic couple phenomenon. So I hope by the help of this small lecture you would have understood that what is the concept of gyroscopic couple and how it is developed. Thank you.